lighting is terrible. It is about 6 a.m. I'm here in New Rochelle, Hudson Park, I believe it's called. We're going to be going after a new species today. We're going to be going after Atlantic herring with the sabiki rig, which I've also never used before. Common tactic for catching bait fish. Very little hooks, you'll see it in a little bit. We're gonna go with some brine shrimp today. If that doesn't work, I've got some waxworms, some earthworms, but this is saltwater, kids. So I don't know. I was expecting more anglers would be here. I was told that the bite is hot lately, but this is one where I really don't know what I'm doing, guys. So give me a break. But if we do catch some herring, I'm hoping to do some nice catch and cook type stuff. So let's get our bait on the line, get started. Okay, so again, I know the lighting is bad, but this is a sabiki rig. Kind of reminds me of like a high-low rig, except there's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hooks on it. So you really, and they're very small. I think they're size 10. Either that or size 8. But my biggest problem was getting a weight on here. This is actually a depth finder for ice fishing. I just don't have the right size weights that I need. So it's unfortunate, but I don't know. So I don't even know. Like, I know the lighting affects things, and I'm right under a street lamp, so I'm not sure if that means I'm supposed to just let it drop. Very low tide here, I think. Again, folks, I absolutely don't know what I'm doing.
Now you have to get a light too. When you put light,
Yeah.
they bite better, you know.
Like I have like a headlamp.
I show you the light I have in my rig, okay?
Okay. But they're this close to the shore, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, so apparently you don't just sit and wait. You gotta jig your rig. Says the other fisherman who just arrived. So just like that, huh?
Yeah, you have to move it.
Yeah, all right. I wanted to try something new today. So I'm glad there's somebody that can tell me what to do.
You see the light I'm telling you?
Oh. I wish I knew. I have those at home.
Okay. The light can warm over there, you know.
Darn it. Well, next time I'll remember.
We start to use it maybe like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
And
that helps, huh?
yeah, it helps a lot.
Oh, man.
Oh, but that's okay. A lot of people they don't use lights
And they still catch them? That's good. This is pretty low tide, isn't it?
Yeah, but for this fish no matter.
Doesn't matter?
No.
Yeah.
It's the best time to catch them.
Yeah, that's what I was told. Either the hour before sunrise or before sunset, right?
Yeah.
Nah. This is my first time ever doing this, so.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean, as far as the, for herring, so.
Okay.
This guy already taught me a few things.
Okay. You eat herring?
I will if I catch them.
Oh, okay. No, we asked because if we catch them, you want them.
I mean, I'll take them. just to try them. I mean, I hope I catch some too. Oh, okay. So you're just doing this for fun?
Pretty much. I mean, we'll take it every once in a while.
Yeah.
But we literally come every single day.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Okay, I'm over with that. Okay.
Nice.
A nice size.
So that's what we're fishing for.
Yep.
That's the herring.
It's a herring.
Oh, is that for? That's for me?
Yeah, put in your bucket.
Oh, thanks so much. Oh.
Yeah, you say you want to try it.
Yeah. All right, folks. I didn't catch it, but that's an Atlantic herring. So put it in the old cooler. Hopefully that's good size. Thank you so much. Now I have to learn how to smoke it.
Yeah. What do you want to do when don't set hooks.
Okay.
Because there's more around that one that try to bite it.
Yeah.
So eventually you can catch up to 4 or 5 of them. So
right, because there's
the hook, you remove that option for the other one.
Okay. So just let it happen.
Yeah. Once you feel a bite, you just keep reeling, and once he's on, just keep bring it up because.
Yeah. Okay. You put bait on it, right, or no?
No.
Should I not?
No.
So do you think I'd have a better chance if I don't? Really? All right. So they just go for that little papery thing, huh?
Well, you're mimicking shrimp.
Right. That's why I put little pieces of shrimp, but you say no. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I mean, I've really never heard of anybody
Doing it? Huh.
doing that, yeah.
There's another. Mm-mm.
See that off?
I don't think there was one. Did you think there was one on?
I think there was.
See, that's the other, like, I don't know what kind of a bite this is, you know? Is it like a subtle, like just a little tap?
It's a little tap and then it's just...
Yeah.
Just trying to get it away.
Oh, thank you, yeah. Sting. Thanks a lot.
Hasta el carro. Vete a encontrar hasta el carro para preguntarte. No, hombre, yo que me quedé, que me daba una vez cuando fui a encontrarte. Y yo hasta la rama que... Huevos, ¿cuántos vas a ver?
Dang, keep coming up now.
Yeah. Look like they coming by, you know.
Wow.
Big and hell yes, you know.
You know, I had my first bona fide bite,
Oh, yeah?
but it's so instinctual to do the hook set.
Exactly.
Oh wow.
Look that guy. Oh,
Double up.
God.
What's wrong with me?
Yeah, bro, if you want.
I will take him, just in case I don't get one. But I feel like after this one, then I'll have to save it for if I catch any. But thank you so much. I'll make good use of it.
We're the guys who the wrong person to tell you want fish. Trust me.
¿Qué matazón tengo, Fred?
Should I take one more?
Take it. You gotta smoke it, right?
Don't you?
What's that?
I'm sure you got friends.
I do.
You know, if you don't gotta smoke fish, it's the best, they say, when you
Right.
smoke the herring, you know?
So I mean, I'm sure I can find out easy enough how to smoke them, but you don't need to like scale them or anything, right? Or do you?
I'm the wrong guy to ask.
Oh, okay.
Honestly, I don't want to be wrong.
You do scale them. Oh, okay.
Listen,
That's-
you're gonna have all your buddies over, bro.
That's like 7 fish at this point.
If not, this guy wants them. He'll take them. Somebody.
Yeah, you know, give them to that guy.
Give 'em to him?
Yeah, thank you though. Because I'm still holding out hope that I'll catch one.
No, it's thousands.
Right.
And somebody with a fishing rod.
Can't take a couple herring.
There it is.
Got it now.
I don't know if anything's still on there.
Oh, it's down there. I can see him too.
Yeah, you're right. All right.
Buddy.
And that's a new species for me.
There you go.
Woohoo! Only had to get 6 of them from my friends first, and then
That's it. Now you got the feeling. Now you know.
yeah, right.
You know.
All right. I feel so accomplished now. All right, that's my herring. That, man, it's such a subtle bite. I don't think this is a fish. It's not moving.
The fish is waiting for you.
Ah, no. there's my subtle bite.
Oh, fucking red, huh?
Okay, the bite's really slowing down as expected. They were telling me sometimes the bite continues into the day, but usually that coincides with you know, unusual weather events or changes in weather. So I don't know how much longer I'll be here, but we definitely have plenty of herring. I think we have 7, but only 1 that I caught, but it still counts as a new species. Okay, I'm back at home now, folks. Sorry there was no real outro from New Rochelle, but as I predicted, things really slowed down, and there was a period of about an hour and a half where I think I only saw 1 or 2 fish caught. So I still just had my 1 herring, but the guys down there, Tacho and Fredo, I believe are the names. Apologies if I messed that up, but very nice guys, told me really what to do and gave me the fish that they caught. So that's awesome. So I'm just gonna show you those fish right now. I've gutted them. My plan is to smoke them without a smoker. So I have to do some research. It involves brining and then smoking. So this is gonna be probably a multi-day affair. But it should be interesting. Let's go look at those fish. Okay, so this is my little filleting station. Again, just gutted them out for now. 7 fish total. Again, you know, I'm not fooling anybody here. This is more like, see the big red angler try to smoke fish without a smoker. It's not like, hey, this is perfect. This is the perfect way to smoke herring. This is what you should do. So it's more for entertainment than anything. But anyway, I guess I'll get some ingredients and we'll check back in when we're ready to start the brining process. All right, check you later. Okay, well, things are about to get very interesting today. I went down a YouTube wormhole of how to cook fish on a regular charcoal grill if you don't have a smoker, and there are a lot of different ways to do it. There's a lot of different brines. There's some people that don't use brines. There's hot smoking, there's not so hot smoking. There's some smoking that they say takes about half an hour. I think that's the hot, and then there's some that takes all day. I'm gonna do my cooking here like I do a lot of my cooking and a lot of my fishing, not very meticulously. So I'm just going to do my best. It's going to be trial and error. If I really screw it up, I do have a backup plan, which I may end up showing you anyway. And I don't know. So I am going to make a little brine. That's going to be the next thing you'll see. Then that's got to sit for a while. Then I think one of the big things is temperature control, like really regulating the temperature in the grill there. Again, that varies wildly depending on how you plan to do this, but really there's, for me, with cooking any fish, there's really just 2 things ultimately that are important, and that is safety. Not like burning myself, but I mean, like, did I cook it well enough so that I, you know, cooked off any potential, you know, parasites, creepy crawlies, whatever, what have you. And then of course, taste. So really, if it's safe and it tastes good, I don't really care. But so again, this is entertainment purposes only. There are plenty of videos where you'll, you know, have much more experienced people tell you what's what with smoking fish. Of course, my next step would be to get an actual smoker, but let's see how this goes first. All right, let's make that brine. Okay, here we are. First of all, I took 3 of the 7 fish and I froze them, just so I can do something different if this really doesn't turn out great. But let's make this brine. So we got 4 cups of warm water. I don't know why that's important, and it's not going to be warm for long because it's cold out here. I'm doing this out here because my kitchen, as always, is a mess, and you don't need to see that. So 4 cups warm water. Next thing we're going to put in is 1/4 cup of salt. hopefully there's that much in here. Then we got 3/4 cup of granulated garlic. Now I'm sure that's not the same thing as garlic powder, and we don't have enough anyway. Perfect job for a filleting knife. Use up all this garlic powder. I have this stuff. This is like crystallized fresh garlic. So it's not fresh at all. But let's just, I don't know. Again, we're just kind of playing around today. So that's 1, 2, probably way too much garlic, come to think of it. 3. I'm sure that's way too much garlic. Just, oh boy. Maybe I could just scoop some of that out. You know what? I'm gonna scoop some of this garlic out. I don't think we need all that garlic. Birds will eat it. Birds like garlic, right? Okay, so that's about our 3/4 of brown sugar. And now, man, my recipe keeps blowing away here. 1 cup of soy. Got this big jug of Kikkoman. Alright, so all of our ingredients are in. Now we gotta just mix them up. Now it's time to let our fishes swim in the brine. Okay, so that brine is gonna live with the fishes. Fishes are going to live with the brine for a couple hours. Let's just say 3. Some people do it overnight, some people only do it for 30 minutes. Let's just say 3. Alright, so I'm going to put this in the fridge for a little while. Actually, I could probably leave it out here, but I don't want any animals to get to it. But okay, so we'll put this in the fridge, and then we'll talk about the smoking thing once they're brined. Okay, well, damn, if you can't tell, it is windy and freezing. So here's the idea. I'm gonna light the coals here, and let them heat up, and even kind of let them cool down a little bit. And they're gonna go on each side of this pan. This pan is really just here as like a heat shield, as it were. The fish is going to go over the place where there isn't coals. So we're going to kind of do a relatively slow smoke, I guess. Cool, cold smoke. I don't know if that's what you call it. But yeah, I have seen people also sometimes put like fruit juice or onions or whatever in the pan. I'm just going to keep it, it's really just to separate, to keep the coals on each side. And then the fish is going to go over the top. And then once the coals are nice and hot, I have this mesquite smoking chips that I'll put on top of the coals as well. So my next step after I light this is to take the fish out of the brine and like dab off any extra brine. Have them relatively dry, or not dry, but like moist when they go on here. So yeah, let's just get the coals going at least. Damn, it's cold out and windy, so still not good for ice formation, if anybody's wondering about that. Alright, so while this is heating up, let's get that fish ready. Okay, so these have been heating up for a while. They're probably too hot at this point, so I'm probably gonna have to wait a little while before I put the fish on. But this is the thing that we're really gonna have to monitor over, the next, I don't know, hour, 2 hours, however long this smoke is gonna take, is that we don't want it to get too hot. I mean, I've seen a lot of things that say like 175 is a good heat for the smoker, but then other places, You know, again, I think it depends on if it's a hot smoke or a cold smoke, but you know, I've seen things go all the way up into the 300s. So I think, again, this is gonna be more of a cold smoke. So here's what we're gonna do. We're going to put about half the coals on this side, half the coals on that side, lid on. I've seen to kind of, I don't know, keep that a little open there. And now I'm just gonna keep my eye on this guy as it goes up. But anyway, so we're just gonna wait for this to get, you know, at a stable, relatively low temperature, and then we'll put the fish on. And then of course the mesquite cubes. This is nerve-wracking. Okay, right here is your fish that's been brined for 3 or 4 hours and then patted dry with a paper towel. I've been waiting forever for these coals on the grill to get below 200 degrees, but still hovering right around there. But I figure it's only going to go down from there, so I'm getting impatient, so I'm just going to put these bad boys on. Alright, so I'm going to put some of these wood chips before I do anything else. Should probably wait until any potential flames go out, but again, I'm getting impatient. Alright, so the fish are on. I don't know, I'm thinking like an hour and a half, 2 hours. I might have to add some of the little bit of charcoal I have left, and I'm going to keep adding the wood as it smokes. I can just slip it through the cracks here. One thing some Weber grills have that this one does not is you can like lift up, you know, half of it, so you can add coal and wood a little easier, but I'm just gonna have to make this work. Okay, first phase, actually like 5th phase complete. I'm gonna bring this down a little bit, keep a lot of that smoke trapped in there. See, now that temperature gauge won't even go up. Okay, so we'll just keep checking on it, keep adding wood, keep adding coals. Hopefully we'll have a nice finished product in a couple hours. Okay, status update. The fish has been on for probably 45 minutes or so. I can't really tell if it's cooking or not, just because it's been marinated in that kind of brown marinade, which almost makes it look cooked, so it might be misleading. But what I've been doing is, so you'll see it's kind of smoking here, and when the smoke kind of stops, I just add more of my chips there. So just recently the temperature started going down below like 150, so my wife and I added just a couple more briquettes on each side. But I'll just give you a quick look. I don't want to lose too much heat here. Okay, so they're still going. Oh, there's a piece of wood on them. I think this will actually get a little smokier soon because there's some wood that I just put on there. But if you look at the temperature, well, I just had the lid up, so it's going to go up above 150 and hopefully a little higher. I'm looking for like 175, 180, 185. But yeah, like I said, this is a long process. We're still just thinking this is experimental, and we're just going to be patient and hope for the best. So probably by the time this is actually done, it's going to be kind of dark, but I'll try to get like a flashlight out here and, you know, taste it for you. Okay folks, moment of truth. Oh, actually that stayed decently hot. So it's been actually about 2 hours, almost 2 hours since I put the fish in. It's nighttime, it's dark now, obviously. So let's just see what it's looking like on the inside. Alright, I checked on it a little while ago. I mean, seems a little wet for what I want, but the real truth will come when I see what the internal temperature of the fish is. I think we want it to be like 145, 150. Okay, so I got my little meat thermometer. Let's turn it on. Let's enter the fish.
All right, we're getting like the high 130s, the low 140s. So I feel like it's just about where it needs to be. Okay, so apparently we have a hotter side of the grill than another. These are right where I want them. So why don't we do this? I'll just flip it around. Just gotta roll with the punches, folks. Okay, so I'm gonna leave it on for maybe another half an hour or so. Flip the side of the fish. Okay, folks, this is the final check no matter what happens. Okay, well, you can see the temperature's already down much farther than it was early, but this is about an hour later. So these have been on for over 3 hours now. So I think we're good. Still got some coals burning. Fish look sufficiently dry. They feel nice. I'll get you closer there. Okay, I'm gonna do a final temperature reading, but I'm gonna pull these off regardless of what happens here. All right, so when I was out here earlier, it was actually up in the high 130s, low 140s, and then I think it was what was on this side was in the high 140s, but that's okay. I think we're done here. So I'm gonna pull them off and I'm gonna taste them. I'm in the garage here on my big blue yak with our finished product. Looks pretty good and smells even better. Okay, sorry about the lighting, but as you know, this took all day. Let me grab a piece here. Oh, it peels right off. Oh, that looks delectable. Look at that. It's got a nice color to it. Okay, here we go. Really good. Really good. Definitely get the smoky flavor. Consistency of flesh. Hold on, got a bone. Okay, so there are still some bones in there, but I'm pretty darn sure that it's cooked all the way through. The flesh is kind of what's the word? I don't know if the word is firm, but you know, I've had smoked fish before, smoked salmon, maybe even smoked herring, and it's the right consistency. Now as for the brine, I mean, man, it's very garlicky, but somehow not overpowering. It's salty. You know, herring, I liken it to maybe like a mackerel. It's kind of like a sweet fish almost. It's a very oily, very fatty fish. But I think the meat, I think the smoking, I think it came out very well. The smoke really, that mesquite smoke really permeated the flesh. Let me try a piece with a little skin here. Again, gotta watch out for the bones. But that's a delicious tasting smoked fish. For the first effort, I think we did a really good job here. A fine job. That's very good. I have one final idea for what I'm gonna do with this rather than just like eat it in chunks. I actually have crackers in my pocket, but forget that for now. I know this video has probably been very long already, and so we're not going to make it any longer, but I'll show you a picture. The plan is to mix some of this fish up with a little mayonnaise, I think, and make like a fish salad to put on like a bagel, make it into like a little breakfast delicacy. But I'll just show you a picture of that. So anyway, guys, I hope this was fun. Again, it's my first effort here, so you know, give me a little leeway. It'll get better. Maybe I'll even get a smoker at some point and do this the real way. But for the time being, I think this turned out about as good as it could have, and I'm happy. I'm happy with the finished product here. So
Hope this was interesting. Hope this was fun. This is an alternative to ice fishing, since looks like that's not going to be happening for at least a few weeks. But yeah, it was really cool, and it's a new species. So anyway, guys, thank you for all of your support. We're just about at 400 subscribers. Let's just keep going up. Please like, please subscribe, and as always, fish like there's no tomorrow. Peace.